Miss Aisha.
Hi, my name is Lakin.
Hi, my name is Shay.
Hi, my name is Tori.
Hi, my name is Chanel.
Bullying is the title for my persuasive speech. Bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior among school aged children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. Who here has been bullied or knows someone that has been bullied? Today I'm going to persuade you that bullying is wrong with these three main points: types of bullying, who is affected by bullying, and the effects of bullying. The first main point is types of bullying. First one is verbal bullying, saying or writing mean things, which include teasing, name calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, and threatening to cause harm. Social bullying, sometimes referred to as relational bullying, involves hurting someone's reputation or relationships, which including leaving someone out on purpose, telling other children not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors, and embarrassing someone in public. Third, physical bullying involves hurting someone's body or possessions, which include hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, chirping, pushing, taking or breaking someone's things, and making mean and rude gestures. Cyberbullying takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, tablets, and can occur through text, SMS, and apps, or online in social media forums or games where people can view or participate in or share content. In order to be considered bullying, the behavior must be aggressive and also include an imbalance of power, which is kids who bully use their power such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popularity to control or harm others. It can also change over time and in different situations, even if they involve the same people. Bullying can be repetitive, meaning it can happen more than once or have the potential to happen more than once. Along with types of bullying, there is who is affected by bullying: those that are doing the bullying, those who are being bullied, and those that witness the bullying. 49% of children in grades 4th through 12th reported bullying. Younger people are at higher risk than older people. Children at risk of being bullied are perceived as being different from their peers, such as being overweight or underweight, weak, unable to defend themselves, depressed, depressed, anxious, or have low self-esteem, less popular, and don't get along well with others. Last but not least, effects of bullying. Like I stated before, bullying can affect everyone: those who are being bullied, doing the bullying, and those that witness the bullying. Children being bullied can experience negative physical, school, and mental health issues, which include depression, anxiety, increased feelings of sadness, and loneliness, changes in sleep and eating patterns, loss of interest in activities they used to enjoy. Issues may persist into adulthood, health complaints, and decreased academic achievement. Children who bully others engage in violent and other risky behaviors into adulthood. That includes abusing alcohol and other drugs in adolescence as adults, get into fights, vandalize property and drop out of school, engage in early sexual activity, have criminal convictions, and traffic citations as adults. Children who witness bullying are more likely to have increased use of tobacco, alcohol, or other drugs, have increased mental health problems including depression and anxiety, and they also miss and skip school. Suicide. Media often link the relationship between bullying and suicide. Bullying alone is not the cause of suicide. Many issues contribute to it, like depression, problems at home, and trauma history. Bullying can make an unsupportive situation worse. When adults respond quickly and consistently to bullying behavior, they send a message that is not acceptable. Research shows this can stop bullying behavior over time. There are simple steps adults can take to stop bullying on the spot and kids safe. Intervene immediately. Separate kids involved. Make sure everyone is safe. Meet any immediate medical or mental health needs. Stay calm. Reassure the kids involved, including bystanders. Model respectful behavior when you intervene. Avoid the common mistakes, which are don't ignore it, never ignore anyone that's being bullied. Don't immediately try to sort the facts. Don't force other kids to say publicly what they saw, because it can make matters worse. Don't question the children involved in front of other kids. Don't talk to the kids involved together, only separately, because if you talk to them together, it can escalate and it can become worse than what it already is. Don't make the kids involved apologize or patch up relations on the spot. To conclude, today I persuaded you that bullying is wrong with types of bullying, who is affected by bullying, and the effects of bullying. As I conclude, I would like to inform you that there is no federal law that specifically applies to bullying. In some cases, bullying is based on race, ethnicity, color, national origin, sex, disability, or religion. Bullying overlaps with harassment, and schools are legally obligated to address it as stated on stopbullying.gov resources laws under laws, policies, and regulations tab. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out to listen to my speech. My references that I used was www.stopbullying.gov, which is the main one where I found all my information, and www.pacer.org. My speech, I believe, is Monroe's Motivated Sequence.